Hey guys, welcome to an episode of Sit Drive Talk. It's Jeff here talking to you about the Blackvue Dashcam I installed in my 2011 Volvo S60 sedan. This is the model DR590. It's a single channel, claims to have a 139-degree wide view angle, some kind of Sony Starburst imaging sensor, but hey, let's just kind of get to what you get in a box. You get the camera, you get the micro SD card with the adapter, and a couple clips for installation. So I kind of want to just talk to you about why I chose this particular one versus the other ones that have like an extra screen on it. I mean, this one is just basically a small tube that has a camera only. I kind of went inexpensive on this one because I just didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on it. And then besides, an extra screen in the car isn't something I really wanted. You can see in this picture here, I'm trying to position it just underneath all those sensors I have in my car. It's a pretty big sensor package between cameras and sensors for adaptive cruise control and all those kind of fun bits in my particular car. Because it's so large, it doesn't leave a lot of room for a camera with a screen. So that's why I definitely elected for this particular one that was more just tubular, simple, nothing really fancy. And right now I'm installing it and trying to run the wire as best I can. I don't like to use those clips you saw in the beginning. They're not really for me. I like to try to keep it as clean as possible. And I'm just kind of routing it along the headliner, just kind of hoping friction will take over and keep it going for me. It definitely wasn't easy. I had to do it a couple different times to really get it up in there. Again, I didn't want to use any of those adhesive clips because I've seen it done before in other videos and I just really was not happy the way it looked. So I'm trying to conform it to the sensor array molding and then along the headliner. So that's kind of where I'm doing it now. And now I'm in my mind trying to figure out where the hell am I going to run this cord, because I really didn't feel like splicing the wires and tapping into the rear view mirror where there's power. The kit comes with a cigarette light adapter power cord for the unit. I didn't want to have it run across or down the dashboard to one of the two cigarette power outlets in the center console. So I knew there was one behind me in the rear passenger seat, and which I typically don't have people sitting back there, so it didn't really matter if anybody was. No one was really using it anyway. So you can see I ran it across through the A-pillar, across the A-pillar, through the headliner, and right now you can see me running the wire through the gasket along the D-pillar. At this point, it was pretty easy. All you really need is a bone tool to kind of help you move along in between the gasket where your finger just isn't strong enough to hold it back. It really wasn't that difficult. The reality is the hardest part was going across the headliner and kind of hoping friction will take over along the headliner. So really the power cord provided is just long enough, if not a little longer than you really need in this particular application. You can see I went right down the B-pillar, down the sill. I wanted to get past or underneath a plastic piece by the sill, but I just could not figure out how to get underneath. And as with anything, if you try too hard, you're probably doing it wrong. So I like to just kind of stop at a certain point where I just couldn't get that piece of trim off. So basically from here, I just ran the wire underneath the rear floor mat and just plugged it right into the rear cigarette light adapter. So here is what it sounds like when you start her up.
Starting normal recording.
So there's my quick install video of how actually really easy to install this Blackvue DR590 Dashcam. It's a single channel. I only wanted one front camera for my new commute to work. I have a long commute. I'm sitting in traffic now. People do the weirdest things sometimes you just can't even make up in life. So here's some footage of me sitting in traffic on the way home. Thank you, New Jersey. People do some of the weirder stuff. You can't make it up. Keep in mind that on this particular model, which I learned after the fact, that it records in 1 minute intervals. Not necessarily a bad thing, I just thought it was kind of interesting. It does stitch together when you use it through the Blackvue viewing download you can use on your PC or Mac. So not the end of the world. I mean, I'm only really gonna do this. I mean, you can see, look, someone's crossing a curb median. I mean, who does that just to get out of traffic? He got into more traffic rather than staying where he was. I'm not really sure where his head was at on that. So very easy to install, not a big deal. You know, I guess like you can consider a piece of insurance that you hope you never ever really need. So that said, feel free to ask any questions, comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Do you have a dash cam in your car? I'm kind of glad I do. But you can also see here the glare bouncing off the windshield onto my dashboard is kind of messing with it, so I do need to play with the angle a little bit on the camera. So let us know what you think. We'll talk to you guys soon. So I figured you guys might want to see what my traffic was actually due to. And as you can see here, as they roll slowly up, merging. A couple troopers there already. Somehow this car by itself hit a pole and ended up on his roof. Don't even know how he would do that. Crazy. There you go.